Hello everyone, welcome to Hero Registry. Today, I'm going to talk about Red Hulk, who is twice as powerful as the Hulk. Most people might know about Red Hulk even if they haven't seen him. If not, you've at least probably seen General Ross, with his mustache. In The Incredible Hulk, released in 2008, and in every other story, he absolutely hates Hulk. As you know, General Ross is Hulk's estranged father-in-law, constantly hunting him. However, at one point, General Ross transformed into the very thing he hated most. What I'm about to tell you is his origin story, how he became Red Hulk. Just like the Hulk, he despised his entire life. His full name is Thaddeus Ross, also known as Thunderbolt Ross, which means Lightning Bolt Ross. His family lineage comes from a prestigious military background, so he grew up studying military history from a young age. He was already flying fighter jets as a teenager. When he grew up, he attended the American Military Academy and achieved excellent marks, becoming a distinguished soldier. His first assignment led him to fall in love with and marry Caroline, the captain's daughter. Due to his family's prestige and his innate talent, he rose through the ranks to brigadier general during World War II. After the war, when he was supposed to be enjoying his salary and relaxing, he was already a brigadier general. However, for him, who enjoyed battles, working at a desk in an office was incredibly boring. It was at this time that a monster called the Hulk caused chaos, and the mission to capture Hulk fell to him. For someone who missed fighting, chasing Hulk became enjoyable, but capturing someone like Hulk was incredibly difficult, almost impossible. As he tried with various methods and strategies, he gradually became addicted to hunting Hulk. Hulk would narrowly escape, or get caught only to escape again repeatedly, making the hunter increasingly angry with his prey. Initially, Ross was trying to capture Hulk as a mission, but as Hulk provoked him more and more, it became personal. He himself began to hate Hulk more and more each day, refusing even orders from above to stop the pursuit. He became obsessed with capturing him, but since Hulk always escaped whenever he was caught, Ross stopped considering capturing him alive and decided to kill him instead. He dedicated his life to capturing Hulk. In later periods, he also had to deal with supervillains who were Hulk's enemies, like Leader and Abomination. At those times when he couldn't handle them alone, Hulk helped him, which made Ross feel a little affection and respect for Hulk. However, he still considered him an enemy. After some time, Bruce Banner managed to control Hulk with his human intellect. As you know, Bruce Banner liked Ross's daughter, so they planned to get married. Ross also approved of his daughter's choice. On their wedding day, Leader and Red King arrived and interrupted the wedding. Bruce Banner fought as Hulk, but due to one of Leader's technologies, he lost his human consciousness and reverted to the savage Hulk he once was. Not only was the wedding ruined, but Hulk became Ross's prey again, just like before. After that, the government tried again with the Hulk Buster program. This program wasn't about killing Hulk, but finding a way to cure Bruce Banner so he could never transform into Hulk again. Ross also led this Hulk Buster program. In the meantime, he secretly teamed up with Abomination to try and capture Hulk. They didn't manage to catch Hulk, but his daughter died there. Many things happened in the comics, but to summarize the story, the heroes of Earth combined their efforts to send the uncontrollable Hulk to another planet. That led to the events of Planet Hulk and World War Hulk, which everyone knows. Besides the comics, there's also a Planet Hulk animation. I'll explain more details about that at the end of the video. As usual, getting back to the main point, Ross's daughter died due to his involvement, and the Hulk, whom he had dedicated his entire life to hunting, was now in space. Ross was at a loss, completely lost. Without purpose, he drifted and became a full-blown alcoholic. At that time, Modok and Leader approached him. They told him that Hulk would definitely return to Earth someday, and they needed to plan ahead to control him when he did. They offered to bring his daughter back to life if he helped them, and he agreed. Hulk raged in space as Planet Hulk, then returned to Earth as World War Hulk. At that point, Modok Leader, Ross, and Dr. Samson, one of Hulk's former friends, teamed up to capture Hulk. Their collaborative plan can be said to have worked. They were able to use their machines not only to absorb Hulk's powers, but also to recover Bruce Banner's IQ. After that, using the energy absorbed from Hulk, they transformed Ross into Red Hulk. This completes the origin story of Red Hulk. Red Hulk has advantages compared to Hulk. Unlike Green Hulk, he can transform between human and Hulk forms at any time. He's like Green Hulk in that regard. Additionally, he's about twice as powerful as Hulk, and also twice as massive. But is he truly more powerful than Hulk? Not necessarily. Why? Because the angrier Hulk gets, the stronger he becomes. To reiterate, if the Red Hulk, who is twice as powerful as him, punches him once, it will only make Hulk angrier and stronger. What this means is that while the normal Hulk might be half the size of Ross, he will get stronger the angrier he gets. So there is no limit to how strong Hulk can become. That's why among all the Hulk variants, the original Hulk remains the strongest. General Ross never let anyone know he had become Red Hulk. While he was Red Hulk, he set up a clever scheme to ensure no one suspected that General Ross, the human, was missing. He had an artificial General Ross in his place. With the help of a villain, He himself, being someone who always wanted to fight, spent most of his time as a fighter in his Red Hulk form. Red Hulk also killed Abomination, who had killed his daughter. What he had longed for his entire life was a fight with Hulk. That grand battle indeed happened and was incredibly brutal. Initially, he managed to knock out Hulk and even went to the moon with Thor. He also managed to knock out Thor on the moon, when the mighty Red Hulk, who had even defeated a god, jumped back to Earth from the moon. His landing in San Francisco caused earthquakes. However, does he like becoming Red Hulk? Not at all. He hates Hulk so much that he also hates becoming Hulk himself. He himself expressed his regret, saying, "My name was once General Thaddeus Ross. I became the very thing I hated most in my life. Now I am Red Hulk. I truly deserve to die for everything I've done." If you ask about his powers, you can say they are simply the normal Hulk's powers multiplied by 2. And because he has been constantly exposed to battles, he is a master of combat and truly formidable. However, his weaknesses are a bit more numerous than they should be. Sharp objects and knives are his major weaknesses. Punisher easily stabbed him with a knife, and Wolverine could cut and slice his body, making him bleed. Wolverine even temporarily blinded him. Another bad thing is that the angrier he gets, the hotter he becomes. When he overheats like that, gamma rays start evaporating from his body, similar to how vapor works. At that point, he can be easily defeated. In the battle mentioned earlier, where both Hulk and Thor were knocked out, Hulk was able to defeat him due to his overheating problem. So, that pretty much covers his entire life story. In upcoming MCU projects, you'll see the great actor Harrison Ford as Red Hulk.